Good evening. My name is Jorge Cardenas, and today we are presenting another video in how to quit smoking, which is the addiction that killed the well, it will be the number 2 addiction in the United States in terms of mortality. I want you to go back and review the first 6 videos so you come to a full understanding of what the creative force is. And the creative force has 4 steps: thought, word, action, and outcome. And the creative force tells me that whatever thought I repeat, it simply becomes true. So the thought and the reality are equal. So if I say, for example, I like cigarettes, that's the thought. The outcome is that I'm going to smoke. But if I say I need a cigarette, then the outcome is that I'm going to need a cigarette. The difference between like and need is one of strength in the thought itself. The outcome would appear to you similar, but what happens is that those that says I need a cigarette would have a stronger attraction to the cigarette, and therefore it will be much more difficult to change. And so in terms of powers, if I could give a value to the power, I would say that all of those of you that smoke would have the knowledge that smoking is not good for you. And so what happens is that although knowledge is power, is a minimal and negligible power to change the actions that lead to the smoking. And so I could even give you all the statistics and add more knowledge to the already huge amount of knowledge that you have, and your behavior is unlikely to change. I also like to point out that when I see commercials about anti-smoking, that affects pregnancy, and that they show you black lungs and a person with a cancer of the throat that is going radiation or chemotherapy and all of this, they are using a power called fear. And fear is almost as weak as knowledge in that it does not have the power to change your behavior. So what we are going to do is we are going to use this creative force, which in magnitude of strength should be thousands of times stronger than knowledge or fear, and we are going to put it to use in order to change the behavior of smoking. And remember that the creative force tells me that whatever thought I repeat is going to become my reality. So I can take the desired reality and create a thought that is going to guarantee me that outcome. And so, for example, if I want to change the behavior of smoking, and that's the outcome that I want to desire, I must begin by generating a thought that is going to allow that outcome as a possibility. So, for example, if you say I need a cigarette or I like smoking, the outcome is that you're going to smoke, then we can use the opposite of those thoughts to create the opposite outcome. So if you were to repeat a thought like I hate cigarettes, or I hate smoking, or I don't like cigarettes, I don't like smoking, then if it is repeated sufficient times, it's going to give you the desired outcome. Now, in terms of the strength of the force that you are going to be dealing with, let's take as an example an individual that began smoking at age 16, and by age 26, 10 years of smoking, have been saying I need a cigarette 20 times a day. 20 times a day, more or less, using some approximations, would give me about 7,000 times per year. And if I smoke for 10 years, I have accumulated 70,000 thoughts I need a cigarette. So the drive to smoke, the desire to smoke, is going to be very strong. And it's interesting because you see, for example, in the winter, workers that are not allowed to work inside of whatever institution they are working at choose to go outside in zero weather and smoke away because the desire to smoke is so strong. So what happens now that I know that I have a specific number in my mind, and that's only an example, I would have to say I hate cigarettes 70,000 times in order to balance the force that has created the habit. And if I keep on saying it more, I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes, then the desire to stay smoke-free is going to be even stronger. And so now I can sit here in front of you and I can repeat it 70,000 times. I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes. And by the time I get near the 70,000, my desire to smoke is going to be basically zero. Now, the repetition of the thought does not have to be in a loud voice. It doesn't have to be heard by anyone, although saying it has a certain degree of power. I can read it, so if I want to increase the number of times that I am reading a specific thought, I'm going to put the I hate cigarettes and I hate smoking by the telephone. I can put it in the wallpaper of my cell phone. I can put it in the bathroom. I can put it in the dashboard of the car. And every time I look at it, even if I don't read it intentionally, my brain catches and repeats the thought, I hate smoking and I hate cigarettes. My favorite is that when you go for a walk, if at each step you repeat, I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes, I hate cigarettes, within a mile, which contains about 5,000 steps, you would have repeated it 5,000 times. And so in order to complete the example that we used before, the 70,000 times, it literally will take you only about 14 miles of walking in order to be smoke-free. Now, so please remember that if you want to change a behavior, you must change the thought. And since today's lecture is specifically about quitting the cigarette smoking, I want you to repeat the thought, I hate cigarettes and I hate smoking, as often as it takes for you to change the outcome. If you have any questions, if you have the desire for me to explain anything specifically and in a private manner, please contact us through the Facebook page, because we are not going to be paying attention to any comments on YouTube on this channel. And so please use the Facebook page. This is Dr. Cardenas. Thank you.